So recently, Murder Drones Episode 5 was released on Glitch Productions, and holy, it is in my opinion the best episode by far. It is filled to the brim with jokes, shocking reveals, and of course, tons of lore. So today, we're doing a recap of what happened in Episode 5, my opinion on it, and what I think is coming in the future. So here we go, an in-depth review of Murder Drones Episode 5. Here we go. It opens to an almost analog-like video on a box TV left in a scrapyard. The video, which I still really don't understand after watching it several times, is essentially how to maintain the disassembly drones and how they are disposed of and are basically scrapped. It then cuts to N in the Elliot Manor, or the Haunted Manor, reading a book about dogs. For some reason, all the other drones are frozen with an error of 606. The basement trapdoor seems to have someone or something below it trying to open it or to get someone to come inside, and ignores it, however. The basement begins to become a recurring thing. Randomly, books, reflections, windows, and whatever else you could think of would be in that manner, tells N to enter the basement. He meets up with Sin, a worker drone symboled to J, V, and N. However, she seems to not be what everyone thinks she is. Sin asks N to take her to the upcoming gala where other humans are coming. We meet the human version of Tessa, who is shadowed out, but still technically a human, who apparently dislikes Sin. Tessa's mother insults the servant drones and thinks they should be out of the manor. Sin threatens Tessa's mother, and N takes the fall for her. N is chained to a tree outside where crows are pecking at him. But then, all the other crows scatter as one stands still. It falls to the ground, morphing around into weird shapes, eyes void. But then, the purple absolute solver appears in its crow's eye. And then, the crow's name? Uzi, or Dark X Wolf 17. Oh. So anyway, it cuts to Tessa, Jay, and Sin chained in Tessa's room, unable to move. Then we find out Sin is Eldritch J? What? Sin is the AI that took over Jay's dead body to become the monster in Heartbeat Episode 2. It explains why V says no Sin after slicing Uzi during the fight of Episode 4. Sin basically explains that she is going to murder the gala. Crow Uzi explains to N that he passed out and some program is attempting to delete these memories. As N and Uzi continue into the manor, Tessa and Jay are able to escape from their chains. They pick up a revolver and sword in the gala in case they need to fight. N and Uzi find Tessa and Jay and they gather around together as they realize Sin is preparing to kill the entire gala. Uzi got a key to the basement, and they need to make sure that Sin doesn't get that key. They fight her off, and N runs towards the basement that he was trying to avoid the entire time. He opens it and gets jump-scared by one of the cameras of Monster Sin. Sin immediately kills the crow Uzi was using to talk to N and tries to drag him into the basement, but Uzi pulls through and hacks the camera. They find horrifying things in that basement, of what I assume to be past V, J, and N killed in some way. Uzi's hacked camera gets shut down and she gets put back into reality. Khan, or Uzi's father, opens the door and asks probably the most suspenseful question in the entire episode.
You invite Doll to this?
And then we find out Doll is alive? Uzi and Doll, using their absolute solver, fight over a robot bug, which is the key to something. Uzi realizes N and V are in trouble and decides to let Doll have the bug. She quickly hacks back into the software, is able to save N and V just in time. Uzi is able to pull both of them out, and then it cuts to a blizzardous area. Doll appears, and just ahead are present-day Tessa and Jay. The bug is the key to whatever Tessa and Jay need, and just as they prepare to leave...
Let's go!
Of course it ends on a cliffhanger, and of course a perfectly cut straight screen. Oh, typical Glitch Productions. Anyway, now that we're done with our 5-minute recap, on to the review. Murder Jones Episode 5 is by far my favorite episode yet. It is filled with lore, filled with jokes, and really, it's just so cool. The animation's great, and the way everything is timed is so good. Normally for Murder Drones, you have to get into like the lore to understand what's actually happening. As long as you understand what happened in episodes prior, this episode makes so much more sense and I love it. Now you don't have to spend hours of theorizing, instead can just watch the series normally. Anyway, on to the rating. Come on, this is a very easy 11 out of 10. But to be fair, if I had to actually rate it, I'd rate it 9 out of 10. I would do 10 out of 10, but it's really not that action-packed and it's more lore-driven, which some people dislike, but I don't. But I do have to take into consideration that some people do not like lore-driven episodes. So in conclusion, Murder Drones Episode 5 is a really good episode. If you have the time, I recommend watching it. If you already have watched it, who's excited for Episode 6? Can't wait. Great episode, Glitch Productions, and until next time, goodbye.